there is a PHP API project. I need to add some functionality and improvement if possible. By just looking at the code, I assume there may be MySQL or MySQLi or even PDO, but using Eloquent or any ORM, I don't see. So we will have to deal with MySQLi. And what are the tools I am going to use today? Bash, I will use the simple shell. Micro editor, I will use curl, and there is a possibility I have to use postman so that I can test the API properly. Let's first zoom into the code. Before I dive into the code base, let's discuss some basics. Why this project came to me and why I need to do this? Because if you are using modern day technologies, there are certain ways to do that. But if you are using PHP, there are several ways to do just a single task. Like if I am creating an API which will store some data got from the front end, I can do various ways to achieve the same thing. I can use various databases. Suppose I have chosen the MySQL. The MySQL has three variants: the old OG SQL, the second big thing MySQL. Nowadays, the most freedom oriented database server is MariaDB, and there are various reasons you might choose MySQL Lite. So see, there are so many options, but if you are using a next project or Next project, you will find all the settings are boilerplated. That means you already got how you do. There are only a few options how you can do that. So in case of PHP, this is little complicated. Like you may counter many unknown things. That is the reason why I have to do this project. Another layer I want to mention, back then 10 to 12 to 15 years ago, many of us developers used to use raw SQL manipulation by hand. In today's terms, it feels scary and not secure. So as I understand, this project is using MySQLi prepare statement. So it should be pretty much easy. Why they gave this project to me, I'm not sure. Let's understand the previous state. Like it feels so easy. As you see, simple sanitization is done over here, like some post input methods. If those post variables are not present, it will get a default empty value. That's it. See, strlen, that means the string length of the post value name. If it is less than 1, that means no value provided. It will assign this as an empty value name. Similar wise, all those will be proceed as normal. But in case of mobile number country code, if no country code is provided, it will assign in as default. Now let's understand those process one by one. First, all those variables are getting sanitized. Second, there is a condition like form name is a must. That means the API will only trigger if form name is provided. After this, it is invoking the MySQL prepare statement. If the prepare statement is executed successfully, then only this section will proceed. That means it seems a file upload process. Within this file upload process, I see a max file condition. That means it will upload only 1 MB of file maximum. Then the final uploaded file will be moved to a certain folder. Then it will close the connection, close the statement. After this, there is a object. This object will return with a 200 status code. So that much is simple enough. I'm not sure why this project has come to me. Let's dig into the previous section. It must be in the previous folder with, so I'll have to go back to 2 folder behind, then contact from processor /v1 / index.php. Let's see how this was defined. As I see, there is no file upload process mentioned. Let's now visit the requirement. The requirement, I see there will be 2 steps. On the first step, we'll have to collect those text documents and we'll have to provide an identifier so that the next file upload gets processed. We got our needs. Now let's see how we can implement this. I see the required development is half-baked. So let's remove this development and proceed with the fresh one. Remove index and index.php. Micro editor is like little better with compared to the nano editor. Let's copy this line and paste. Simple copy paste is working fine. Let's call it cid, and the cid will be the last inserted id by the mysql server. So I'll have to put that over here before I close the connection. See, if I close the connection, this information will be wiped off. Before it gets wiped off, I'll have to put this over here, $cid. See, the variable declaration with a dollar, it feels like I'm working with C. Okay, our work is done over here. So whenever I put text information over here, it should return with a insert id. Let's check it over here if it is working. See, cid has come up. That is the proof that our code is working. Now let's come to the file upload process. For the file upload process, I think I will take help from ChatGPT because I don't want to type a lot. Let's ask ChatGPT if it can provide some boilerplate code so that I can copy and paste over there and it will just work. Hopefully it will work. Simple PHP file upload with 5 MB limit. Okay, let's see how it goes. The code seems okay. It is first checking whether it is getting the post requests or not. Then the upload directory, file size limit. Later on I see 3 sanitization. Like if the directory is not created, it will create the directory, maximum file size limitation, and if is there any upload error. So 3 checks are there. Now let's come to the destination. It is saving the file. Let's see if this code works. Let's make it as a separate one. No, we not proceed with separation because there are some domain whitelisting is there. So the domain whitelisting will work anyhow. If I just put those codes over here, condition only for the file upload to process. Let's name it as a CID. Better to check if the post is happening with the file. So I'll have to add another condition over here. Let's check for file. So this section will only execute if the request method is post and the CID and file is present. Okay, I see there is no issue I found. Okay, let's execute a test. If yes, I see the CID is yielding. Now for the file, form name CID, I'll have to provide a CID. Form name is not mandatory. I'll have to provide a CID. CID equals to 40689. There is no output. Now it's time we take a look with Postman. Let's install Postman. I see Postman is already installed. Let's proceed with without an account. Sign up for free. No, I don't want to sign up. I need a post API. Now I have tested with Postman. PHP generally takes form data with post variable. So CID and file is there. Still it is not working. So it's better if I put all those file upload related things over other file. So let's check if the previous section is still working. I see it's not working. Now it is on with a working state. From here I will be able to get a CID. Let's create a separate dedicated file upload section so that it becomes easy. I should not create this way, but right now I need a working solution fast. Let's create a index.php just only to handle the file upload. Let's see if this works fine. So this is the simplest form of file uploading, and now it seems it will work. Let's test if this works. File uploaded successfully. Now I'll have to name the file as the CID. Now I need to make little change. Let's ask ChatGPT if it can provide that simplest form of implementation with existing ext. Let's ask, I need only this few lines. Okay, the new file name would be over here. Let's rename this new file name. I'll have to add a dollar sign over there, but the timestamp would be replaced by $_post CID. Let's see if it works now. File successfully uploaded. Yes, I see this is uploaded. See, this is the final upload. This is right now working, and I can confirm from here. If I do this, it will work as expected. So what is the issue with current generation developers? They just gets confused very easily. These PHP programs are likely to be a heavy sword having sharp edges on the both sides, so you need to be more careful what you do. That's it. Okay, let's visit tomorrow with another live programming session. Let me know if you require any kind of special or any specific topic to be covered.